Good morning. Oh, I've just got the wrong tilt there. Bit of a boo-boo. Hold on. Yes. Good morning. It's rosboundy Psychic Medium bringing to you the Daily Lenormand card spread reading. It's a beautiful Saturday, the 17th of March. 18th of March. Hopefully I've got the right date on my descriptions and the rest. Anyway, it's Saturday, the 18th of March here in I did say where I am, didn't I? Oh, look, it doesn't matter. I'm in South Australia. Beautiful day. So I've only woken up just a short time ago. I had a lovely sleep in, so it was wonderful to have that. I have got some cards on the table for you. Good morning, Keza. Lovely to see you here. Good morning. Yes, I have got some cards on the table. I was over to them. Here we go. Tap into your psychic senses too, or, connecting with your angel realm. I've got 3 cards from the Lenormand deck I've chosen. I have got my owl card, and with the way I've zoomed in, it's taken all the space, so I couldn't fit it in. But this is the one we've got. So you have escaped the cage. Your wings are stretched out. Now fly. Beautiful card, because one of those very recently was, but what if you don't fly? You will. So take that opportunity, very much so. And I've also got, and this is where I would normally put that, so I'm going to put it back there on the right to be integrated with our deck. I have got the back of this deck. Beautiful ring of what looks like angelic beings, and look at the wings there. So there's a further connection with the cosmos right in the center of this one. So that's the back of this deck of cards I'm using today. Some might remember it. It's been a while since I've used the mystical Lenormand. It's a very intriguing design work with the artwork you can see there. So I quite like it. It's really nice. I might use it a little bit more too. There you go. And it's hard to focus in. Why? I don't know. Let's have a look. There, Mystical Lenormand, the fortune cards of Marianne Lenormand, painted by Urban Trosh. And it's Regula Elizabeth Factor who has published these, who has created this deck. Beautiful. So I dare say she would have designed the illustrations and had them painted for her. So here we go. I've just got to get my pointer, don't I? What we've got, and I might just slip it into being a little bit more zoomed in. And I think, no, I've got to come this way. That's a bit better. And I'll just poke that one up a little bit in the corner. There. And Keza, wow, you're here. You pick up another job. 23 jobs on the go. Wow. You're a busy lady, Keza. Wow. So it's really lovely to see you here. Okie dokes. Let's get going. So what we've got, it's only 3 cards, but it brings in a beautiful sentence for us, doesn't it? Creates a lovely little story for us for today. We've got the letter, we've got the pathway, and we've got the owls, communication, like birds. Beautiful. In the other, like our usual Gilded Reverie, the owls is representing the birds card. Now, what I thought I would do with this one, because there's slightly different meanings in each of the different decks that we use at times. So I felt that what I might do is actually go to the little guidebook in this little deck. This is the guidebook, the same as a cover, but a grey. And the way that they've done them is only a few sentences for each card. So I thought, well, today it would be easy enough to read those sentences because they're slightly different to how I've been interpreting for a long time. And then I'll interpret my way as I see it. So with the owls, this card stands for nervousness, a mad rush and sorrows. Moreover, it indicates telephone calls. The 2 owls can also symbolise 2 elderly women. And I thought, oh, why am I looking at the owls first? I'm pointing to the wrong one. Oh my goodness, can I be in a bit of a headspace that's still sleeping? That's funny. I'm needing to look at the letter first. Let's just forget that one and I'll go to the letter card because I do like reading left to right. It is really should try it doing it backwards, shouldn't we? Like Asian countries read from right to left, or Arabic, or some of the others. Actually, why not? Why not? So we've had the owls card. We just heard that one. What we've got as the middle one is the paths, and paths is the place. The paths place you in front of a decision. However, they also express that there are alternatives and ways out, and that you have to make a choice. That one seems pretty close to how I would interpret the pathways and the choices anyway. And here we have 27, which is the letter. And that reads as a letter, a message is on its way and will get to you soon. You learn of news, possibly via new communication methods such as an email, fax, or text messages. And that one's a pretty obvious one, a fairly close to how I would interpret as well. So let's just look at the owl card even closer. I'll pick them up as I go this time so that we can see if there's any detail that we've missed. Oh, I'll just show Keza, 3 jobs. I've just seen that comment there. I'll do that before I do the detail explanation that I feel intuitively. Hello, Michaela. Lovely to see you here. And Alison, still a busy bee. Hi, Ros. Yes, absolutely. And here we go for the close up. Let's see how we can see what detail in that one. I like the little symbolism of the tree. I mean, the owls are in a window and they are, it almost looks like it's a ruin. It feels like, or it does feel like a ruin because of the raggedness of the bricks. We've got trees or a creeper inundating here, and also what is down the bottom. Let's see if we can focus. Have a look at that, the vine. Now, you may yourself remember seeing, and there's it looks like a timber that's on a lean. It does look like this beautiful space that the owls are sitting within is in a ruining state, a ruined state, ruining, crumbling state. That's the right word for it, isn't it? My camera just isn't working well. Beautiful owls, and they are harvesting some of what is the tendrils of the vine. See one in the mouth there, and the little sprinkles of greenery around this space. What we're seeing, it feels to me like it's just ancient, that even though there's the bright colours of what the bricks and the stonework is, it's still an ancient style ancient building that they're resting, taking advantage and renewing, reusing what is around and about, even if it is the plants, but they're taking advantage of what is available, and especially the resting place, sitting there. Possibly they are having a natter and getting to share different views and ideas with each other, as the meaning in the card suggests. It does bring in that feels like old wisdom. So we're bringing in what is our own older knowledge and experience in the day-to-day, for our day-to-day. Now, as we look at our, as we look at, my fingernails aren't working properly. As we look at that central card, the pathways, let's have a look. See what we have here. We've got the bird. I find it hard to twist and point at the same time with this without looking around. And I can't see it as closely as on the screen. There metaphorically, it's the us that's there. And let's have a look. I'm working from the top, some stylized trees, beautiful view and vista, and the different pathways. But we've got a couple of birds in here. So that sort of, in some sense, continues on with the communication, doesn't it? And the other thing that I can see, if it brings up detail, yes, the differences of the birds. And this woman, whether it be us or someone else, it's almost like modern days. Here she is walking whilst reading a book. And here's the fantastical looking horse, mermaid, sea creature with beautiful green, it almost looks like a fern. It's some type of beautiful lush plant. It brings to mind the lushness of the pathway that she's walking through, the beautiful ease with which she can cross that creek or river. It's got a gorgeous bridge. I think what that's telling me, that sense of, now come on, focus, that it reminds me of those of us who might be walking along using our mobile phones as we're walking along and not paying attention to what is around us. I think it really is showing, yes, instead of being off into fantasy land ultimately all the time, we do need to take those moments where we're taking note of what is around us and the communication of what nature is bringing us just by us observing as we're walking. And then when it comes to that choice, a left or right up in the at the fork of the road, that we have that better understanding of where we've come from to make that choice of which way we're going to move forward. So I think that's where it's giving us a bit of an indication for today, is to actually bring in that is our self-knowledge and awareness. It's not just to be letting ourselves get distracted by other things. Take note of what is around you. And here with our letter, the message that we're getting, what is the message we're getting? Let's have a look from the top to the bottom, the detail. The beautiful cameo portrait in the corner, a lovely letter. It's bringing forward memories of where this writing is going to, the letter is going to be delivered to someone. There we go. And it's a gorgeous looking dove, isn't it? What a lovely desk. I'm not sure what that is. Some sort of ornament, or it could be a, the little sand thing when they used to write in pen and ink. And a gorgeous little desk bureau. And there's the ink with the feathers, the connection of the feathers again with the dove, or I suppose it's a dove, delivering the letter. I want to focus. Have a look at the detail in this drawing. And a gorgeous portrait. So, there it is. It's a little urn in that, a decorative piece in a desk, I would imagine, and a gorgeous rug on the floor. So what that's showing for me is that connection with, we've got birds in all three of these cards, and adding in our owl, it really is about taking flight and delivery, action, writing that letter, receiving the letter. We're going to be receiving a message in one form or another. If it's been a long time since you yourself have actually written a letter by hand, maybe it's an indication that you need to be getting your message out by writing what you feel at the heart, the center of what your thoughts are. It could be to another person, or just describing something that you're seeing in nature, rather than being distracted by screens and different things that keep us distracted, and really touching base with that inner sense of what your thoughts are at that time as you practice some writing. Just a thought. So, and thank you, Michaela. Yes, I agree. It is. Beautiful 3 cards today. Do take time to re-look at them, to feel into what you're getting from them. I do think we are, it is indicating that we're going to be moving through with some form of communication. And communication usually is to another person. We don't go and talk to, like a bird bath and expect it to talk back to us type of thing, inanimate objects. We do communicate with people. So have that time with others that you enjoy, and notice what is happening around you. so that you can pick up those times, those instances where you can have a quick chat or a deep and meaningful with someone. There's a whole range of ways that we can communicate, and a letter starts it in a beautiful way. Or write down your thoughts once you've had a conversation with someone. So thank you, Michaela, and yes, have a beautiful day to everyone. And Keza, so nice to see you again. So thank you. Have a beautiful day and wonderful for everyone. And you try you try not to talk to the bird bath. It was the first thing that came into my mind because I've got one out the corner of my eye. No, it's an inanimate object. Exactly. I wouldn't talk to the bird bath. I would actually, however, talk to the birds because I love the birds. So it's really a lot more meaningful in its message for me as well, because I really do have an affinity with, yes, owls mainly. Owls. So there you go. Thank you. Thank you. Keep being the best you that you can be. Oh, I like that. You got the giggles on. So really do put your heart into whatever you do today in the way that you're communicating with others around you, and also with yourself. Remember, we do have self-talk. Make it loving, caring, and from the center of your heart too. So thank you. Be the best. Namaste until tomorrow. So bye for now.